And that's a great location up there because they get a breeze up on that hill, and it's definitely hot out here. If you are coming out to the fairgrounds, bring your sunscreen too because it is sunny.
We need more breezes.
We need more breezes. Every now and then you get one, it feels good. Going to be one of those weekends where we have to be weather aware.
Yeah, we do, and it's because of the rain component. In thunderstorms, I do think Grandstand Entertainment tomorrow night may have a little issue with storms, so we'll have to watch that for you. Weather Impact Alert Day status is what we have, and we're going to be looking at not only the rain component, but there's some individual thunderstorms on Saturday night after 10 o'clock that I do have some concerns with for their severe potential. So we'll be watching for that. The flooding risk, the ground just has too much water in it right now. The rivers are running fast, and we just can't handle much more. Heavy rain is out there Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Most of that severe threat in the level 1 and 2 risks you see over southeastern Iowa especially comes after 10 o'clock. Can't completely rule something out earlier as we have kind of two waves we're going to be watching in our Saturday forecast. Not much right now. It's pretty clear across central Iowa. And looking out at the Iowa State Fair on SkyTracker 5 at the Varied Industries building, 91, but there is that south breeze at 18 miles per hour right now. Here's the temperature landscape, upper 80s and low 90s. Those dew points, though, they're well up into the 70s, so it means triple digits on that heat index. 108, that's the way it feels in Sheraton, 106 in Perry, and 103 in Des Moines. The corn is still sweating, something fierce. I want to go to Futurecast as we go overnight. I don't expect too much, but closer to daybreak, we'll start to see a couple of showers and thunderstorms try to get going. You see that activity more notable to our north and west. That does try to swing through midday with some rain possible and a couple of thunderstorms as we enter the early afternoon. That activity may see a little bit more vigor with a pop of wind a touch earlier, but there's that redevelopment after 10 o'clock, and that's where I do think we start to run into very heavy rain potential. And along that line, as it gets going, some gusty wind as well. We'll have to watch that severe wind component with that round of storms. Into Sunday, we will see some more rain develop, particularly later in the day. More heavy rain in the works. That's the top of the mind when it comes to the threats after 10 o'clock on Saturday night. Can't rule out a spin-up tornado along that line, but I think damaging wind is the biggest threat here. Now take a look at these marks. This is actually brand new data that I'm just looking at for the first time. This is that heavy rain signal that I was telling you about. And while I think widespread 1 to 3 is looking likely over southern Iowa, you do see some amounts that are going higher than that. That's the concern. That area was just hit hard yesterday morning, if you recall. Looking beyond into Sunday evening, redevelopment over southern and southeastern Iowa, we just can't hold the rain, the water. Into Monday, it continues to hold that southerly line. Excessive rain outlook is picking up into that moderate range over southeastern Iowa on Sunday. So stay weather aware and also pay attention to just how the situation evolves. We had multiple rounds of rain coming in here. The data not loading on the precip forecast over the next 7 days, but it would highlight southeastern Iowa being more targeted for that heavy rain. I think over the next 3 days, we could be looking at widespread amounts, 3 to 6 inches. 75 degrees tonight is our overnight low. Still muggy out there, 85 on Saturday, and it's not necessarily cooler in the sense that we have a cold front moving through. And while that will be nearby, it's still muggy. It's just the product of the clouds and rain maybe putting a damper on those temperatures. Weather Impact Alert Day status being given. Those highs for Saturday into the low to mid-80s, coolest across parts of northern Iowa. Let's go into that extended as you take a look at the 7, now 10-day coming out for you a little bit cooler. But we'll get back to those 90s for the end stages of the Iowa State Fair. Next 3 days, especially Saturday and Sunday, pay attention to that forecast and how that rain will be developing.